Evening. Evening.
So,
James, welcome to the meeting. We are just running down a sit rep, which Martin has got down to a T. We'll be starting off with Martin, then anything else. So, Martin, we'll go to you, please.
yeah, so site's still secure. There's about 6 to 8 protesters. They're on the roof of Sainsbury's, as I said, and there's one recording outside of Wilko. We obviously had that 30-minute approximate delay. There was an issue where the lorry wouldn't reconnect to its trailer. Paul's been updating me, and that lorry has now been reconnected and has left the site, and the second vehicle is now inside the compound unloading. No hazards noticed. Mayflower Street is still currently blocked because of the vehicles, and marshals are redirecting traffic on the loop into Mayflower Street. The issue was that the vehicles didn't enter Mayflower Street in the right location. They came in at the, well, I guess on the eastern side rather than on the western side as proposed. So I think that caused an issue, and the others followed them. As I said, 6 to 8 protesters that we're aware of at the moment. No extra resources needed as far as I'm aware. That's my update. So we're back rolling again now. Paul said he heard a chainsaw in the background earlier, so maybe they're getting ready to start.
So, Martin, I'm keen. We'll obviously always do a review of how these meetings and how these activities, operations have been carried out. So clearly there was a briefing which stipulated they were going to approach one way, they've approached it different. Do we know any reason why that's happened, or should we pick that up as an action to review tomorrow?
I think we can review that tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it is a concern because we deliberately didn't want them to come in that direction because of the curtain of light that we feared that they wouldn't be able to get under. So they were due to come around the other way, and it seems the first vehicle made the left turn and the others just followed it.
Okay, so there's a lesson learned for us there. We'll pick that up tomorrow, put that on the action log. But that's a good update. Thank you very much. We don't action that was recorded in the last meeting was considered a CCTV that looks over the Sainsbury's location. There isn't. We have got no coverage. 900 have been notified that should they try and come on to the sites, they're likely to come through the Sainsbury's egress points down onto Armada Way. So they are going to keep an eye on what they can and let us know. Ellie, in terms of comms, is there anything that we need to be made aware of at the moment?
Well, Jane's got a bit of an update, I think, on the media that have arrived on site. So, Jane, do you want to give your update?
Yeah, I can just give you a little bit. We heard from one of the team down here that ITV and Spotlight have arrived in Mayflower. And the instruction is that they're not to be let into the compound. They're free to do what they want as a member of the public, but there's no special media set up for them. Waiting to hear back on that.
Sorry, Jane, could you mute? I just had an update from Paul. He says that there's a drone now up in the air above Mayflower Street. So we don't know whether that's a straw drone or a police drone.
I can answer that for you, Martin. Excuse me. I've just had an update over our area. It's a BBC drone. They've just put it up. They've got 15 minutes of battery time on the current battery. They're going to fly it over, take some pictures. Hopefully that'll be enough, but they may put it back up again later.
Are you hoping to be heard, Jane? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. As I say, they didn't get permission to do that. They have to get permission from the landlord to be able to put a drone up. I know it's pointless, but
probably not a criminal offence, I'm guessing.
No, but
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
It's the point.
Told that by the police, yeah.
Okay. So there's a few other additional bits to go through, but
okay.
I'm not sure how we can still hear Martin when he's on mute. Maybe Jane, you're in the same room, aren't you?
Yeah.
Paul's just said he's found out it's a BBC drone, as you say, James. He's asked, can we have an exclusion zone over the city centre or over Armada Way or not?
Martin, it's a business, it's flying rights and we're the landlord. So, Ellie, that would be more about a call to BBC saying, because I don't like breaking rules, I don't think the BBC. It's whether we want to take the trouble. What do you think?
Well, I would argue, is it worth it? I mean, I think it's more of a call.
Yeah, I think what might be appropriate, but I'm in your hands, Ellie and Jane, is that a gentle reminder that flying rights are granted by the council, and they haven't got them. I think going with James, let the battery run out, and that's your lot. We don't expect you to replenish the battery and get back up in the sky again. I think Ray is suddenly going to share his expertise on landlord and airspace. Funnily enough, Ellie, you and I had a conversation about this a few days ago, didn't we?
We did indeed.
Is it worth? Have we got a line through to Spotlight to someone to just gently remind them?
Well, the problem if we do that, Giles, is they're going to come back at us and ask lots and lots of questions. So I think we'll let it lie.
Objectives. If it's not endangering, I would go back to.
I've been reminded of our strategic objectives by the tactical commander entirely appropriately, and it's not endangering life. It's not preventing us from delivering our objectives, and it's not providing us with a legal obstacle, particularly because we're not doing anything that, if filmed, would then later transpire to be illegal. So I reckon, and our advice is we're probably causing more trouble than it's worth to getting around with them about it. So I think at the moment, I think it's a bit of a watch this space. Well, it's not watch this space, it's watch Spotlight later on. And take a view from them. And we'll keep it as an ongoing issue, but that's really useful. Thank you.
Ray, your hand's gone up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was only going to say exactly what you've just debated and done. There's no NOTAM in place, so it's not a breach. It's not a legal criminal offence. Do we want to engage? Is it a danger to our team? No. Just let it go and let them go away. That would be my advice, unless it becomes a hazard to the guys working. And then that's the case. I think, Martin, if it's getting too close to guys working, that becomes a separate issue for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too concerned about the BBC. It's when Straw get their drone up, because they do have one between them. What happens then?
Yeah, well, it's a watching brief, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just for your information, I am keeping an eye on the Straw website, which I'm sure you all are as well. They do seem to be on Sainsbury's at the moment, and they're posting a few videos of the machinery and turning up. So there's a couple of videos that they seem to have posted that is being shared at the moment.
Yeah, thanks, James. And I think anticipated, but within their rights.
So this kind of brings me on to a couple of other bits. So the rhythm, obviously, what we've got is we've hit the end of the meeting cycles. What I do feel that we've got a few kind of more points of risk between now and making sure all the vehicles are currently in the CDM site is secured. Are we going to see more protesters over the next hour? My suggestion would be a 9 PM meet, and then at that point look to maybe go to a passive tactical structure. In the meantime, so what that means, there will be no meetings unless by exception, bar one at 0800 tomorrow morning to make sure everything's gone okay. What we've spoken about in here is about just setting up a WhatsApp group. So should any of the interested parties wish to stand up anything, they can by putting a message on there. And then Dave will put a Teams meeting on for us all. Is anybody's phone number that they've supplied into this not WhatsApp? Have they not got WhatsApp?
Mine probably won't work on WhatsApp, but I can give you my personal number that we'll have. The one I've given you is on my work phone, and we've got all sorts of restrictions on it. But if do you want to take my personal one?
Go, James.
Yeah, it's 07 on plot at the moment. Obviously, because we're at short notice, I've had to draw from local resources. So they're all going to be on until 11, and I've got the discretion to add a bit more overtime if needs be, which I may well do. Just keep them on until midnight. If we are going to need to keep resources on past then, I'll just if somebody can get hold of me to let me know what if you've got any information on the ground. I mean, obviously we got our ear to the ground as well, but sort of after midnight, the plan would be we will hand this over to our response colleagues. But clearly, I'm not going to walk away if it's all bubbling away and it's all going mental. But that at the moment, if it remains calm and it's looking peaceful, we'll probably hand over at midnight to response.
James, what I'll offer to that point is, firstly, you're in contact with Security Management Southwest. Your teams are on site. Whilst we've got the meeting at 9 o'clock, we'll see what the kind of feel for the site is at that point. I'm more than happy to get a phone call off you later and kind of, you know, have a review of the decision you're making around, and if it's feeling like it's still touch and go, then maybe we'll stand something else up and have a more rounded decision and do it that way. But you're going to be the one who's probably the most experienced and with the oversight of that kind of site security and risk. So we'll be guided by what you're saying as well. All right.
Yep, no problems at all. Thank you.
So, Dave, are you guys at Tactical? Are you staying there for the foreseeable, or are you leaving Ballard?
We'll still be in Ballard at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we'll make a decision. What we'll do in the meantime is we'll set up the WhatsApp group. So should we go to a passive, we will, like all of us, will leave Ballard, and then should we need to step back up, we'll just go back onto Teams, but we won't be in Ballard. Is there something you need from here, Martin?
No, absolutely. I was just wondering what the structure would be, whether you guys are in the office or not. But that's fine.
The structure would be consistent. So all we're doing is removing the meetings being in the calendars, or not putting any more in. And then the structure would be exactly the same. So if you need it, we will step everything back up to have these back in place.
But what we'll do also, Martin, is we'll have the sit rep at 9 and make a sensible decision based on risks as we see them at that stage. So we're in your hand. Okay. We're here as much as we're needed.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. And James, just because I have a friend who's out there who's been following Straw and whatever, we know that one of the more, I'd say, more aggressive persons has turned up. The one that identified as Rick Green. Whether that's his real name or not, he has a few aliases, but he's the one who's been climbing the trees with ladders to put all the stuff in, and he was the one who was recording us in the event and being quite aggressive to staff. So I think if there's anyone to watch at the moment, it's probably him.
And so that was Rick Green, was it, Martin?
Yeah, whether that's his real name, I'm not sure. He has a few aliases. Yeah,
no worries. Are the security going to put that across the walkie-talkies? One of my guys has got one.
I can speak through to Morgan Sindel and ask them to do that.
Yeah, I'll speak to Brad and let them know anyway. But it's just if they've got a description or anything like that, it might be that they'd be able to pass it on the ground. But I'll let Brad know certainly. But thanks for that.
Okay, and drop in for a cup of tea if you want, James, as well.
Absolutely, I'll hold you to that. Yeah.
Yeah, lock your biscuits away.
Yeah.
I'm not coming anymore then.
Is there any other business from anyone else at this time? No. Okay, so we will drop the meeting in for 9 o'clock. Martin, can you just stay on the call for just 1 minute? Just want to ask you a question quickly, but don't need everyone there. All right.
Thanks very much, everybody. See you in an hour.
Do you want to check mine? Yeah.
Thanks all. Bye-bye.
Now.
Yeah.
I think he's come to James.
Oh, he's come to James.
Hello, mate.
Sorry, laptop went.
It's perfect time for it to go. It was only a quick one, Martin. Obviously, you've been working all day. You're going to work all night. I'm just wondering, have you got breaks lined up, because it's going to get late and you're making decisions? Are you and Paul going to swap around, give each other a bit of relief? You know, what have you got planned?
Yeah, I think Paul's original view was he'll see where we're at midnight or so, and then if it looks safe, then chip off. But obviously, you said we need an officer here the whole time now. Yeah. So I guess it's whether or not I can go and have a quick nap at some point just before Paul goes, I guess. Yeah.
So I mean, that's all I would say is if it's looking like Paul's going to start building up a plan to exit, just make sure you get 45 minutes, whatever it is that you need, just to, because whilst you may not see it, you're making decisions consistently, and that will have an effect on you. So just to be able to say that you've had a 45 minutes where you're not making decisions, that's 100% we'll support that. We need to look after you as well. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's cool. I'm trying to think. I've got the key. I've got the key to the guild hall from Alex McDonald, so I might go over there and just lock myself away 45 minutes and have a nap.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Ballard's open and warm, and I think there's a room. There's a bed there. There's a bed in the welfare room.
Oh yeah, good shout. All right, well, I'll be all right for the next few hours, but I think as it gets later,
it's really good shout by Dave. And there's a you have to think about what it's like after that.
Yeah.
Small hours.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Is there anyone else on the team they can call in?
And-
So have you got anyone else on the team, Martin, you can call in?
Well,
to
Catherine
do a
Arthurs,
shift?
Catherine Arthurs is here at the moment, but I wouldn't want to ask you for.
Whatever you need, I'm here to help.
Yeah. Well, Catherine said she can stand by and help if needed.
I don't
So-
mind.
It just might be someone needs to go home now, have a few hours kip, and then maybe come back at sort of like, 12, 1 o'clock, and then relieve you, so that
Yeah.
you're not both there at the same time, and go and get a couple of hours kip.
So learning from whenever things have gone wrong, one of the first questions that they would ask in any kind of inquiry is going to be, how did the local authority, how did your employer look after you? What breaks did you have? What did, so whilst it is about your welfare, it's also about protecting us as a local authority.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure you have breaks. Take Catherine up on her offer, go and get an hour and a half kip somewhere. I know it's early, but you're going to be here for quite a while.
Potentially,
Yeah.
Martin, I would say between you, Catherine, and Paul, work out a little rota between the three of you. You can, someone does 2 hours from 12 till 2. Someone comes in at 2, does 2 till 4. The other one comes in 4 till 6, and that gives each of you 4 hours off then, and at least time to get your head down.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's down to you guys to decide.
Yeah, we'll discuss it when Paul gets back into here.
So the only thing is, if Catherine's there, so should we put Catherine, Paul, and yourself on the next meeting invite, and then whoever calls in, that's great. All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
All right,
fine.
Martin. Look after
I've just
yourself.
got Paul. I've just got Paul calling me now, so I just checked that there's nothing urgent.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Right. I'll relay it back. Yeah, I will do. I'll do that now. Okay. Cheers.
Just it's not technical stuff.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm in the call. I'm in the call now, so I'll feed it back to the room. All right. Cheers. Okay. So the third vehicle is in the compound. There's 2 more to go. One of them is the big one with the chipper on it. The team are going to start felling on both sides of Mayflower Street to try and pick up some time. And more worryingly, there's reports that Straw have been out, I guess, to B&Q or something, buying ladders. So that needs to be, well, Marcus knows about it, so presumably the police are also going up to the Sainsbury's car park to investigate what that's
Okay.
about.
Okay, so next meeting is in 40 minutes. If you get any form of alerts back into you and you feel like you need some decisions from us, then give us a shout, okay?
And
Yeah.
Martin, are you completely confident this information is getting relayed to the police in real time?
Yeah, I mean, that was Paul saying that the police are investigating that claim of ladders.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, if we're still only dealing with 6 or 7 people, it's not
Yeah.
going to be a problem,
No.
is it? I would hope.
That's fine. Excellent.
Okay.
Cheers, Martin. See you soon.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
967
Yeah.
089 667.
Fantastic. Jane, there's the new phone number for all of the inquiries, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just for your information as well. So the majority of the officers that I've got